man, Watkins Glen. Great race. Definitely one of the best races every single year. And oh my, we had a ton go on in this race. And this entire weekend, to be honest. So I'm going to start off with the Xfinity Series stuff, and then I'll get to the Goat Bowling 355. I'm just going to quickly cover the Xfinity race. Kyle Busch and Austin Cindric start from the front row. Kyle Busch breaks an axle after winning stage one. Everybody cheers, and then somehow Allmendinger isn't able to get back the lead from Austin Cindric. Cindric gets a win, and then Allmendinger gets the penalty. So just kind of the quick overview there. I mean, I'm sure there's other things I could mention, like well, I was gonna say those are some of the most important parts. Kyle Busch wrecked out of the race, which gave everybody else a chance because he was beating the field there. And then today, they beat up on Kyle Busch a ton. I mean, Byron and Bubba both took shots at the number 18 Toyota Camry today. I mean, granted, Byron's ended up with more damage on Byron's car than Busch's, and then Bubba completely spun out Kyle Busch. But we'll get to all that. But yeah, so we had Elliott was dominant all weekend. He had one of the fastest cars. It was no surprise to see him run well here. And then towards the end of the stages, we didn't see what we normally had been seeing, where a driver would peel off to come to pit road, and then where drivers would peel off, come to pit road, and then would stay out at the end of the stage. And I guess that's because of the higher rear spoiler, they used up more fuel than last year, so they actually couldn't make it to the end of the stage, which meant that the stages were actually decent. So the stages were actually decent, but NBC, I said this after Chicagoland, you guys got to chill with the repeating things. At Chicagoland, it was all slide job, slide job, slide job. Today, it was just nonstop saying, oh, Chase Elliott won here last year. Chase Elliott won here last year. Chase Elliott won here last year. The entire first stage. Yes, Chase Elliott was running well. You can talk about the gaps between them. There were other battles going on in the field. But it just felt like there was they did pretty much every single time. Like, I get it in pre-race and stuff before anything's really happened, mentioning like, okay, Chase Elliott's got a chance to go back to back here, and even in the race for people that don't watch pre-race, tuning in and saying, oh yeah, Chase Elliott's going for back-to-back wins. He's currently leading the race from Martin Truex Jr. or whoever. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to get off my chest because I said it last time. I'm gonna say it again. Please, NBC, don't keep repeating things like this. Like, yes, we get it. Chase Elliott got his first win, and that was an awesome day. He got the win again today. I'll say it now, but because you guys have had like 3.5 minutes if you guys haven't seen it and didn't want to be spoiled. But yeah, so we had all that going on. Oh my. But yeah, um, we had Kyle Busch going underneath Bubba Wallace, or not underneath William Byron. Byron doesn't give him much room. Kyle actually hits the apron, spins himself out because of not having enough room. He then is mad at Byron. He shows Byron onto the grass just a little bit going into the stop intentionally, and then under the next caution period, Byron rams into the back of him, destroying basically messing up Byron's race car. Though he still, I think, finished like 25th. So yeah, hopefully Byron, if you're gonna make the playoffs, you can't be making bonehead moves like that. I get it. Kyle Busch moved you onto the grass, and you're not happy about it. You also didn't give him enough room on the bottom on lap 1. or on like one of the early laps. I don't know if it was exactly lap 1 or lap 2 when the wreck happened, but or when the spin happened, but it was really early on in the race for for Byron to be shoving him down there. Then later on in the race, I didn't see the initial incident. I didn't see the initial incident that sparked this, but then Bubba Wallace basically just out of nowhere shoves Kyle Busch right towards the pit lane wall. Kyle Busch basically pushes just hard enough to get Bubba off of him, so that he doesn't destroy his car on the inside wall. And then Bubba turns him right towards the outside wall, just spins him around. Like, I don't know if I'm still trying to figure out when the caution came out on that. I believe it was under green flag, but yeah, still, like, I mean, he literally came and was rubbing him all the way down towards the apron, and then Kyle Busch appeared to shove him shove him back a bit just to try and keep himself from smacking the inside wall. But Bubba then turns him around. Yeah, just and but then we saw a pretty good duel though at the end of the race between MTJ and Chase Elliott. Um, we saw Elliott appear to be that he was going to lose it in the braking zones, but he was fast enough on the straightaways to hold on to the win after leading 81 laps on the race. MTJ only led 1 lap in this race, which is surprising for a road course racer like him. But and then now I've heard also people mentioning like, oh, is he a road course ringer? I would say no, because the important part about road courses is those braking zones. But Elliott was able to hold the lead on the faster sections of the track, not the actual road course style sections. Because people have said it forever, Watkins Glen is the super speedway um of road courses. It's a lot faster and has a lot larger fast sections than most other road courses. And that's why I think that you can't really call him a road course ringer, even though he's won 2 at Watkins Glen in a row. Yes, he's good at the road courses. He's also good at super speedway racing, so it kind of would make sense. He was also, I mean, it was the same thing last year. He was not as good in the braking zones, but he was fast enough on the fast sections to stay ahead of MTJ. But yeah, and then we had something that went kind of unnoticed, kind of just other fluff from last week that I didn't cover. Where we had Blaney kind of just saying thanks, Jimmy, for something last week. I don't remember exactly what it was. But then Blaney accidentally spins out Johnson, and Johnson's now mad at him. So it looks like we're going to have a lot of rivals going into this one. Now, I mean, if Kyle Busch really wants to, I mean, he could, in theory, eliminate Byron from this playoff. I mean, Byron is not invincible in the playoffs, and if he has 2 more bad days like today, he very well could be on the outside looking in. My fantasy took a hit because I had both Byron um, and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch recovered back up to 11th, hoping to get better use out of him when I use him at Bristol. But yeah, so fantasy wise, I didn't do very well. 11 points back at 3rd place in my league. Um, but yeah, so man, just a lot of stuff went on in that race. I mean, Newman had a flat tire, and that's why he is currently on the outside of the playoffs looking in. Sorry if this is a lot less kind of put together video and just more of a ramble, because it was just so much went on in that race. Like, yeah, Johnson's actually, I believe, 6 points above the cutoff line now because he ran well, and Newman had an issue. Also, Johnson got some critical stage points there to help him out. Boyer ran solid. I'm actually gonna pull up the top 10 real quick, and we're just gonna kind of go through them, see who we had. So obviously, Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr. I've said enough about them. Denny Hamlin and Eric Jones both kind of surprised me. I never really thought of Eric Jones as a superb road course racer, but I mean, he finished fourth here. Denny Hamlin was third. Never really thought about him as a good road course guy either. Blaney fifth. De Benedetto was sixth. That really saved my day. Was having De Benedetto there. Harvick, Larson, Brad Keselowski, Kurt Busch, your top 10. Uh, Kyle Larson got one of his best results this year. Um, so yeah. Whew. Man, just a ton of stuff this weekend. But yeah, so we got Michigan next week. So we got a super speedway race, basically a mini Daytona or Talladega here. Let's see, were there any other notables that I mention? Daniel Hemrick wrecked himself. Priest, I believe, wrecked himself as well. Yeah, a bunch of the rookies had issues. I mean, our best rookie was Matt Tifton, 24th spot. So yeah, I mean, when Matt Tifton is the best rookie in the race, some guys had issues. Not, I mean, it's just Matt Tifton. I mean, he's in a brand new car for that team. I mean, that car was bought from Bankrupt Racing. Not entirely surprised that with a rookie driver and effectively bankrupt racing equipment that he's running the way he is. I actually think he's doing okay for the equipment he's in. Um, hoping that front row can find some better equipment though in the off season for him, because I honestly think that he's a pretty good driver. That he's got the potential to be a pretty good driver. Oh yeah, and Kyle Busch takes the regular season points lead from Joey Logano. That's also something that happened. Figured I'd mention that since I mentioned the points picture, and I don't want to do another points recap video this soon off. 4 races till the playoffs. We have got Michigan, Indian. We got Michigan, Bristol, Darlington, Indianapolis. And my prediction is basically for those races. I think Brad Keselowski wins this week at Michigan. I I think he's gonna finally get his win at his home track. Um, then I think Kyle Busch is probably gonna win Bristol because Kyle Busch and Bristol go hand in hand. I'm gonna say MTJ for Darlington. Then I'm gonna say Kyle Busch wins again at Indy. I mean, Kyle Busch is really good at Indy. MTJ's been pretty good at Darlington the last few years. But yeah, so those are some of my just races coming up on. But yeah, man, we just had shit. I mean, this was just, man, I don't even know what to say. I mean, Elliott led 81 laps today and got the win. Everybody's probably happy. And also, I don't get it why everybody has to be praising Bubba Wallace for this when if it had been pretty much any other driver, they'd be saying like, "Oh, why'd he do it?" So just figured I'd put that out there. Hopefully, you guys had a good day. If you guys did like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I make these videos at least once a week, sometimes multiple times a week, all throughout the NASCAR season. I'm gonna be making a few. I'm gonna be slowing down the process as for the next race. I'm actually center because basically I'm not gonna be home, getting ready to go off to college. Gonna be packing up pretty soon. Like packing up this week, getting ready to go. So I will not be here. Like this will be the last race review recorded in this setting until probably October. So, but yeah, if you guys also want to support the channel, links are down below in the description. You guys can pick up a T-shirt, Ryan Dyer T-shirt, or Thomas Cup Series T-shirt. But they all go to help support the channel and kind of help us through kind of getting adjusted to college life. I mean, we got all kinds of equipment around here, so would love to be able to bring as much of this with me as I can to try and improve the quality. But hey, hope I'm still gonna be bringing out content all year long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye.